Yo, what up? It's Poppy Stedman.
And Jake Gordon.
And we're on YouTube. And if you want to hit that like and subscribe button, yeah, we'll send you out a free t-shirt as soon as we make one.
If we ever make one, you might not get it.
Yeah, I've never once subscribed to a channel that said that they were going to give out free stuff. They're like, hey, man, if you like, share, and subscribe this if you share this channel right here, then I'll give you a free whatever, and I never got one. That's why I've never won a free t-shirt, and I've never won the lottery, because I never
play.
I never play, dude. I never play.
You never play the game.
And man, I've felt so lucky before.
Why?
You know what I mean? I have, like, in the past, I have felt so lucky.
Like,
at certain times, just random times, I'm like, man, I feel so lucky right now. And I should just go and buy a lottery ticket. And then I don't. And then bad shit happens to me. So it's like, I could have went, what if, I think bad stuff just happens to you on a routine basis. It's like, quarterly, or something should happen to you.
Yeah.
Kind of like an injury. It's like you work out. Eventually you're going to have something happen because you hit a stride. Then you're going to do it again, and then go back down. Same thing with luck.
You're kind of in the same boat right now with your workout stuff.
Right. That's exactly why I made that reference, because I am just crippled.
What's going on with it?
I have to make it so I have to work out so light now, like weight and just the amount of exercises. I deadlifted 135 the other day.
I know the issue that's going on with the hip, but what is going on with your hip, just for our listeners?
I have a back issue. My back is compensating for my glute medius, which is the top part of your butt. So my top part of my butt not working so good on the left side. So my back compensates. It shouldn't even be working at the same time as that muscle.
I think I've just by default been like, oh, what's going on with your hip, buddy?
Well, the hip is what hurts in the hip region, because it pulls on my hip joint.
I had a bone.
And I have shooting pain down my hip joint.
I broke your heart.
So anytime I feel pressure, like a pretty decent pressure or some sort of sharp pain, normally it's not during my workout, during deadlift. I was literally just doing 135 just
to move.
Yeah,
just to stay mobile.
Like before, just for reference, I know I don't look like a big guy, and this isn't a lot of weight, but it's not even half of what I was doing to warm up before.
Right.
So
hey,
we'll get back at it.
Just gotta keep
what
moving.
Nick said is that I have to do
Nick is our
smaller
physical therapist, by the way.
Yes, I have to do lighter workouts, and we're going to see if more often workouts help. So, like, less exercises, lighter weight, more often, maybe that'll help me, because I'm already more active than a lot of people just with my job.
Just standing all day.
Just standing and using my back all day long. My workload is higher than most people. So that means my threshold for activity is lower.
I think it's hilarious that you said that, because we have construction workers out there that are like moving and building things.
Yes, that's true. But the only difference is that, like, they can sit down. At some point they can sit down.
Yeah.
They get a lunch break. I could give myself a lunch break, but I don't. Yeah, it's like useless.
It's unhealthy for you because you're just standing. It's like no rest at all. You're standing all day long.
Yeah. I choose to be this way.
Yeah, you choose to hurt yourself. Self-mutilator.
Yeah.
I had a bone.
See, there it is again.
I'm sorry, no comprende.
On to the next thing.
Hey, I had a question for you. What's the fun fact about May 16th that you wanted to share with me?
Oh, God. I just hit so many buttons. Okay. I got to look at my notes because I had to take notes of what actually happened.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. May 16th, 2013. On this day with today's prey. The first time human stem cells were cloned happened.
Whoa.
Yeah. Which means that's the first step of cloning a human being, right? They've done it with monkeys. They've done it with plants. They've done it with probably feces. You know, this guy. But they don't know who they're going to clone first. That's the only reason they haven't cloned someone, is what I found out. They were like, who are we going to clone first? Because who do we need two of? And so they kind of like the scientists and, you know, whoever's in charge. I'm a pawn in this game. You know what I mean? I'm a pawn in the world. I happen to have a podcast and I cut hair most days of the week. These guys are the big wigs. They know.
They're scientists.
Yeah. And also, you know, there's politicians involved. There's board members involved in cloning. I mean, you can't just clone someone, one, without consent.
Yeah, that's
two without some sort of
what if,
unfortunately government
dude,
advising.
I bet in the future there's going to be like frat houses on college campuses just cloning girls without their consent constantly.
Dude.
You know what I mean? They already do it. They already do everything else without consent.
Yeah. White frat guys. I told you they're not real. There's no way we've gone through evolution this far and we've come up with the white frat guy. Anyways, though.
Yeah.
So they were trying to figure out who are we going to clone first? Who do we need another version of?
Yeah.
You know who they came up with?
Jamie Foxx.
Dude. One, that would have been a great idea.
Yeah. Jamie Foxx is the man.
I'm sure he was in the running.
He had to have been. The dude's a triple threat. Singer, comedian, actor. And then side hustles, impersonations, dancing. The dude's got it all.
I've heard that he was the reason Kanye West even was a thing.
He is. Not really, but in my opinion, he is.
Yeah. In our fake world.
Yeah.
He is.
In the world that we made up.
So they decided to hold a vote. The scientists, you know.
I had a bone.
Very political of them. And they decided, not Jamie Foxx, but that's an incredible guess.
Yeah. Thank you.
It was Tony Hawk.
Whoa. They need to clone him. We need a young version of Tony Hawk. Once he goes, man, that's going to be sad.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, one, this isn't part of the fact, but I mean, imagine.
He's a good kick flipper. He's
good
a good
kick flipper.
Good heel flipper.
Good heel flipper.
Completes 50-50 grinds with ease.
Did the first 900 ever?
That's amazing.
That actually is amazing. The very first 900 on a vert ramp.
Fucking vert ramp, man.
So, since they decided, you know, like, okay, we need to clone Tony Hawk.
Toady Hawk.
Toady Hawk.
That would be crazy to see.
Dude, Toady Hawk, a guy that he doesn't even ollie a skateboard. He just jumps one. He's like a tree frog. You don't need grip tape. His fingers are the grip. His toes are the grip tape. Rip it.
Well, he would be Froggy Hawk. A toad is way more not as cool as a tree frog.
Ribbit.
He'd be all full of like
Ribbit.
You know, warts and bulbous blemishes.
And bulbous
blemishes.
I think a bulbous sounds like a blemish that has like a hard little marbles thing inside of it.
Yeah.
A bulbous.
Could be.
Or like a little animal that looks kind of like a frog with a little flower on top of its back.
A bulbous. That's a good one. That could be a Pokemon.
The top of it is like a sore. Like the flower's like a sore, so it's like a bulbous sore.
Yeah, like a sore.
I had
full of mucus.
I had a bone.
Anyway,
so
back to Tony Hawk.
So we know that we can clone human stem cells.
Clone motherfuckers.
They decide, okay, we need to clone Tony Hawk because once he goes, who's going to keep up the Tony Hawk Pro Skater franchise?
I don't know.
We need those games.
He's a legend.
Not only do we need those games, we need guys going around in cars saying do a kickflip. So, but since then, they also have found out they can clone the stem cells of natural disasters.
Oh, fuck.
Like tornadoes.
Hurricanes.
Mudslides.
Blizzards.
We're not talking about ice cream, Jake.
Natural disasters like volcanoes,
Like obesity.
and flooding. And what's another natural disaster?
Herpes.
They're gonna clone herpes
No, I'm just saying that's a natural disaster.
that they could clone.
Yeah, I mean, from one person to the next.
You know what else is a natural disaster? Your mama's house.
I had a boner.
Yeah, it's a mess, dude. So, bear with me here because Bear.
Okay, sorry. I was trying to bear with you.
Yeah. Thank you. Here, let's bear together.
Drink
First
that.
the bear, then the bull. Red Bull, that is. So, since they've been able to clone the cells of natural disasters, they're now working on combining both cells and creating the greatest vert skater to ever live, Tony McTWISTER. So they're going to combine a tornado with Tony Hawk clone. They're going to clone both of them, combine them. And that way, you know, because Tony Hawk was the first one to ever do a 900.
Yeah. You imagine
Their
you just
goal.
kept going?
So the attempt is, it's like, this is the greatest human to ever live, Tony Hawk. The attempt is, he will attempt the very first 7,200,
Holy moly.
which is 20 complete spins.
Tony, what was it? Twister Hawk?
Tony McTWISTER. A McTwist is a vert ramp trick
Yeah.
on a skateboard.
Tony
a McTwist.
McTwister.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tony McTWISTER. Can you imagine if they didn't call him Tony, though? They called him Titty McTWISTER. if the clone was a woman.
Yeah.
Titty McTWISTER.
Can you imagine if his hands were twisters and he grabbed a hold of your nipple?
Dude, that...
I broke your heart, huh?
What a natural disaster.
That would be.
Someone grabbing on your nipples, twisting them completely off,
It'd rip them right off.
and then that fast wind would just go right into your fleshy wound.
Probably get an infection because of the dust.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Witches,
I'm coming.
It would happen.
cows, going right into your nipple meat.
You would die. But
Especially if there's a witch.
I think you would only die is if you did something really bad in the past that caused the karma to do that.
Yeah.
So what's something that you could do to somebody else that would reward you with some karma, like ripping your nipples off and throwing a cow inside you?
Creating Tony McTWISTER. That's the karma.
I got you.
I have one more thing about Tony McTWISTER.
Okay.
So they're attempting,
They are.
yeah, scientists. They're attempting to combine these two types of cells to make Tony McTWISTER the greatest vert ramp skater to ever live, to do a 7,200. That's 20 complete spins on a vert ramp. Okay?
Okay.
Backup plan. They do have a backup plan, and they're working on it. It's actually way harder. You'd think that making human stem cells clone themselves and tornado stem cells to clone themselves would be hard enough.
Right.
They're trying, but can you imagine if that doesn't work out? They're still trying to do, you know, Tony McTWISTER is our only hope. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're our only hope. So they're trying to make a contraption to be able to, and Tony Hawk has said he's up for this, to mate Tony Hawk with a tornado.
Yeah, he has to fuck the tornado.
He's got to fuck a tornado.
Holy moly.
I had a boner.
Dude, do you think he's up for it? He has a broken femur right now.
Well, I've watched Storm Chasers,
Yeah.
and I think he's actually an avid watcher of Storm Chasers. And it seems like,
He
dude,
likes
he's
it.
like, dude, do you think, I don't want to get, Tony Hawk is a hero of mine. I don't want to get too much into his business, but, you know, like when he's alone on the couch or on his recliner watching Storm Chasers, do you think he ever like starts to stroke it a little bit? I mean, he's older now. He might not have the urge, but I'm not saying he doesn't have testosterone. I'm just saying he's,
Yeah.
you know,
No, I definitely think.
younger dudes, they'll just find themselves, I mean, you're alone on a couch, it'll just start happening.
Yeah.
You don't even you just start you start getting snow blindness and you just start coming.
Yeah, so I do think maybe Tony Hawk has a little bit of he has some affection and attraction towards a tornado or a twister.
Absolutely. And I would say it's consensual. Can you imagine a tornado not wanting to bang Tony Hawk?
Honestly, I can't.
I had a bone.
Actually, I would watch.
Pretty sure Tony Hawk is from Kansas.
Dude, I would totally watch that porno tape.
Oh yeah, dude.
The sex tape of a Twister and Tony Hawk.
I think they would still just call it Tony McTWISTER.
Yeah, because he would make Twister.
Yeah, dude.
I had a bone.
Technically, it could be like a foursome, fivesome, sixsome, depending on who else gets in the tornado.
Cows, fence posts,
Yeah.
silos.
Cornbread.
Yeah, a loaf of cornbread could get mixed up. Hopefully, Tony Hawk doesn't miss and impregnate the cornbread, because then that clone wouldn't be very good.
The Airhead logo.
Tony McCornbread. Hawk.
Tony McCornbread Eagle.
There was an interview with Tony Hawk once, and I forget what the question was, but his answer wasn't the answer to the question they wanted at all.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like, I just hate it when people call me Boney Cock instead of Tony Hawk, which I thought was pretty silly.
And that goes along and that goes along with what's going on. The reason that they're actually there's a hiccup in the situation here.
Yeah.
With making the contraptions so that Tony Hawk can bang a tornado. It's illegal.
Ooh.
It's illegal for, let me see here. It's illegal. Like, the law does not allow natural disasters to have sex with human beings.
It's in the first couple pages of the first couple law pages they wrote.
Ever.
Yeah. Like because
Thanks a lot.
George Washington.
Jefferson guy.
John Hancock was like, "Yo, dude, I want to bang that blizzard.
I'm so sick of banging my Hancock.
I want to bang that thunderstorm."
I wish my name was John Thundercock.
And George Washington was like, "No, dude,
It's just Hancock.
I'm gonna screw you out of this. I'm just gonna write it out."
Yeah, they actually wrote it all down. They're like, "Can fuck tornadoes and other natural disasters." And then he looked over at John Hancock and he was like fucking sweating. He's like, finally. And then they just went with his quill, and it actually ripped the page with his quill
because he hated him so much.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. So what's up with there's no rights? Why do natural disasters not have rights?
I don't know, man. Maybe we should start a petition to maybe get some rights for some.
Give them a flag.
Disasters. Earthquakes are
you know what I'm saying?
Earthquakes are really suffering out in California.
I say, and this is a good thing. You know, we are on like this everyone deserves rights kick, which is awesome, obviously, because everyone does deserve rights, right?
Right.
So there's it's a whole kick. So get the natural disasters in there, guys. You know what I mean?
Yo, vote for the natural disasters.
Yeah.
They need rights too.
Mudslides, not mud butts, you know?
Yep. Give them a thumbs up, not a thumbs down.
Mudslides, not mud butts. Give them a thumbs up. What?
If you want.
If you want to.
But it's a free country still. You can still just do whatever you want.
Yeah. So
that's a pretty good fact for the day.
Isn't that incredible?
I really hope that people...
That was all on one page. I didn't have to go off of any other source.
I really hope that the people listening to this today, I hope they enjoy their day and know that whenever it rains on them a little bit, just know that those raindrops have rights too, and Tony Hawk's probably going to fuck that raindrop.
Raindrops? Or it could be Tony Hawk.
It could be Tony Hawk's sperm in a cloud and just dripping on you.
What if Tony Hawk and the natural disasters baby, like it went the opposite way. Like he thought that he was going to get the, like when you have a child and they're like, oh, He has mother's eyes, but my brains, her looks, but my brains, they were like, want to be like, okay, we want Tony Hawk's body, but a tornado's abilities. Yeah. But what if it was the opposite? You had a Storm's body and Tony Hawk's abilities, like Tony Hawk's abilities.
It would be really weird.
Yeah, so you would just, when it rains, it's like
Kickflip City.
Yeah, dude.
Every day is a new day.
All the raindrops are doing kickflips. But yeah.
It'd be pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
I got a question for you.
Hit me.
Have you ever...
Blackjack, hit me.
Have you ever experienced karma?
Yeah. 2 weeks in a row.
What happened?
I said I was intelligent. Then the next week, I absolutely wasn't. 2 weeks in a row. So that's karma.
What, you just dropped IQ points? Why
I'm pretty sure.
Why were you dumber after you said that?
Well,
that's not like doing anything to anybody else. That's just your ego.
Yeah. It was an ego check, which is karma. It wasn't to anyone else.
Just to you.
Yeah.
Just a force out there was going,
yeah.
Whoa, bro, you're getting a little too cocky.
Well, haven't you, karma is like, it can happen just to yourself. You do something, nobody notices you even did something bad, right? Yeah, you think you got away with it. Nobody notices.
Yeah.
And then something bad happens to you.
So do you think you saying that you were smart was a bad thing then?
Yeah.
How come?
Because I know I'm not smart.
That's not true at all. You have a lot of intelligence up in that thick skull.
My whole life, that's like my goal is to be the dumbest guy in the room.
That's your goal.
Yeah, because if you are like, let's do another example. Let's say you're playing basketball. Okay. I don't want to be the best player.
You know me. If I play basketball.
If I'm
I'm a hooper.
Whoa.
Okay, if you play basketball, what?
If you play basketball, why would you want to be the best player on your team? Unless you're incredible. I wouldn't want to be because I know my abilities and we're not going to win.
If you're the best on the team, you will win.
No. Because it's still my abilities. It's not like I'm any better than I was a second ago just because I'm the best on the team. That means everybody else is playing like Neanderthals.
Yeah.
So I want in my life, I try to be around people that are smarter than me. That way I can improve. Because if you're on a basketball team with a bunch of really good players, you're going to improve.
Yeah.
You may not be the star. Nobody will look at you, but
right,
you are constantly improving.
You're trying to catch them.
Yeah.
And you're pushing them a little bit too. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's what I love about jiu-jitsu. That's what I love about traveling to tattoo. I always tattoo around people who are better than me. It just keeps me fresh from trying to get better.
So tell me about this karma that's on your mind, because it seems like there's something on your mind.
Yeah. So I was looking through my closet after I got out of the shower.
Cleaning out your closet.
One more time.
Every day is a new day.
And I saw this pineapple shirt that I'm wearing right now.
Swinger shirt.
What do you mean?
Swingers put pineapple things outside their houses to let people know. So you're just kind of being upfront.
I actually knew that. I just wanted you to explain it for the pod.
Oh, you
just
did?
Just because everybody doesn't know that. But yeah, it's got pineapples all over it. It's a great shirt.
I'll still wear pineapples.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm not swinging. Maybe I am.
I like swings.
Dude, swinging is fucking fun. Remember you just go real fucking high and you jump off at the end, almost break your ankle, and then go in to fourth period or whatever?
I always like the feeling of when you were swinging, you got really, really high, and you jumped at the peak of your swing. And I never did like the backflips or nothing like that. I just jumped normally, and you landed and it stung your feet.
Yeah.
I remember. Then you're right at the bell.
I remember Randall.
Well, there's no bell. There's a whistle for us.
Randall, the middle school legend that we've talked about before on the podcast. I remember one time he was swinging, and he swung so high when he jumped off, he jumped over the school.
I had a bone.
I heard, because we talked about Randall, the middle school legend back in the day, and that's been a long time, by the way. And you know how he peed over at least. I mean, one time it was like 2 second graders and a third and a fourth grader. They peed over it into the urinal. The urinal.
So good at controlling a string.
I think you were sick this day at school when he was swinging the one time, but he pulled his pecker out, started to jump off, started to go over the school and pee. He would get over the school, but turn around, peed over the backside, like peed back towards where he came from, and peed right back in some kid's mouth. He was hundreds of yards away. What accuracy!
I'm coming.
Randall, the middle school legend, is an old episode, and Randall was a sniper with his bureau. I've literally seen the man. He was in 5th grade, lined up 2 second graders, peed over top of the 2 second graders over the bathroom stall, directly center shot into the toilet.
Yeah,
it was incredible.
And the water was low in that specific toilet, so you could. It was like just took up the little hole part, so you could tell when he was hitting center mass.
His mom loved him because he never peed on the toilet seat.
His mom loved him. Period. Too.
Yeah. Period. Everywhere.
Ew.
Anyway, back to my pineapple shirt. Do you know how I acquired this shirt? Guess.
You stole it like that belt you stole once.
No. It's very similar though. So Jake Just, my one of my jiu-jitsu coaches, he was coming in the shop to get tattooed. Walks in the shop wearing this shirt. Okay. And all I said was, dude, I'm digging that pineapple shirt, dude. That thing's sick. Dude takes it off of his body and just gives it to me. He's wearing like a t-shirt underneath. I was like, dude, you don't have to give this. He goes, no, Jake Gordon, I'm giving you the shirt off my back. I never want you to forget it. I was like, oh, okay, Jake Just, I'll take this shirt. Cool. It was just like a funny thing that he did. Super cool of him. We tattooed that day and that's that. That was like 6 months ago.
Oh, that's okay.
Maybe a year.
No.
I mean, it was pretty soon.
Yeah. It's been recent.
The other day, he texted me. It was like 2 weeks ago. Texted me a picture of the same blue shirt. It's like light blue, but it has tiny dark blue pineapples all over it. And he said, you get what you get, or you get what you give. I was like, oh, nice, dude. You found another one. He goes, my mom bought it for me today. She says she thought I'd like it. Him giving me the shirt off of his back.
Yeah.
He had to wait it out a little bit, but got the same exact shirt back. Only a cooler version of it.
Yeah.
Karma.
That's awesome.
It's incredible.
Do you remember when we were in no.
I'm coming.
Not Chicago. Who? Cavaliers. Cleveland. When we were in Cleveland for a Hobson concert.
Yikes.
And
I had a bone.
And
lame.
We should do white contacts one day for Hobson. Anyways.
These are the worst.
And we're in line. And I this was one of the best days of my life. Everybody, like, it was cold. It was winter.
It was extremely cold.
Yeah. And everyone's like wearing jackets, but like nobody wants to wear too heavy layers because they have to wear what they're wearing in the venue and it's going to get hot. It's going to get hot and sticky. And this one kid behind us is freezing. He just has a t-shirt on. He's just freezing.
It was cold.
Yeah.
We're all just waiting in line to get into this concert.
Yeah.
And we're just waiting out there. And I remember this kid, like, I was cold and I had a hoodie on. I think me and you were just wearing hoodies.
Yeah.
But we looked back at that kid. I mean, I was like, dude, you are an idiot.
And everybody was making fun of him. And this homeless guy walks by with a plethora of layers.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh man, it's too cold out here. You take this jacket." And this homeless guy just takes off his jacket, puts it on. He's like, "Oh, I don't want." He's like, "No. Like, you wear it until you get into your concert and just leave it at the door. Just leave. I'll come back and get it." And he did. So this guy that has enough money to buy a Hobson concert ticket wears a homeless guy's jacket, wears it until he gets to the door, puts it there, and the bouncer was like, "Yeah, you're fine. You can put it there. I saw what happened." And then when we came back out, that jacket was gone. and the homeless guy came back and got it.
I wonder
Now,
what that
according
homeless guy
to
received.
I wonder what kind of receipt that guy got for karma. That guy's in a mansion now.
I hope so.
He's living in the Virgin Islands.
I hope so.
No need for layers.
Every day is a new day.
He never needs a coat again
Every day is a new day.
because he gave the coat off his back when he had nothing,
To a young little white boy.
just a shopping cart
Yeah, dude.
and some really old Air Monarchs.
Would you wear a homeless guy's coat? Because I wouldn't. I would not. I wouldn't be in that situation.
If it meant a lot to him.
Yeah, what if he had a bunch of flesh-eating rotten sores all over his arms and it was covered in blood and pus on the inside?
So leprosy.
Yeah.
He's a leper.
Yeah. You gonna wear his coat?
They cast him out because he was like, what is this, the Bible?
Correct!
Are we in BC?
Yeah, I think we are. I think we're in BC. Yeah, you gonna wear this fucking leper's coat? You're a little chilly.
Yeah. No. There's a line. I'll wear a stinky coat for a short amount of time.
Not me, dude.
Only if the homeless guy's like, please, I just want to do this one thing for you.
Yeah.
I'm like,
He
dude,
begs you to take his coat.
like, fine. But here's the thing. And I hope this kid one day hears this podcast episode. He's like, dude, that was me. I took the homeless guy's coat. Because, I mean, we're getting big.
Or getting huge.
Yeah. We're kind of a big deal.
Correct!
And I'm saying that all I'm saying is that I hope that kid hears this and he goes, man, I probably should have never put myself in that scenario anyways.
Yeah. That's kind of what
that's
I was
where
thinking.
I'm going with that. It's like I'm never going to put myself in this situation to where I'm freezing like that. I mean, it was cold. Like not 30.
Still-
It was way colder than 30.
You still knew to wear a hoodie.
Yeah. It was below 0 Celsius. You know what I'm saying?
Probably.
Yeah, exactly. Of course it was.
Like, if your nose was dripping, it'd turn into snot sickles.
Yeah.
I broke your heart, huh?
One time I watched on the movie Snow Dogs.
Yeah.
He says it was so cold during the Iditarod. The one time he did it, he was pissing and it froze before it hit the ground.
Oh, yikes.
Now that doesn't mean it freezes up to your penis,
Yeah. Just breaks
like
off.
like in the movies. It's continually just turning into ice because it's still warm towards the top of the stream and it's cold at the bottom. So it's just breaking as it lands.
That would be cool to see. I wonder if that's actually ever happened in real life.
Let's look up a video.
I would actually love to see.
Dude pisses ice.
I'm sure it is. I mean, I'm sure it gets cold enough. I wonder what the coldest recorded temperature is.
Of piss?
No, of just the air.
Oh,
It's got to be like below 10.
I would think.
I mean, in that movie, The Day After Tomorrow, the gas lines freeze on that helicopter.
Oh yeah.
Pretty dope.
Immediately.
Yeah, it's like frozen. I don't know if I've ever. I don't have any stories of karma personally happening to me. I know it's happened to me. I just can't think of anything right off the bat. This, the closest thing I can think of right now is I remember when I was younger, if you saw like a dope piece of pizza in the pizza box. I remember one time I was like, that's the best. That's
last one?
That's the biggest looking pizza. I'm going to grab that.
Yeah.
Grabbing it and it just being a mess and not even tasting good. And it was just fucking sloppy. And I remember like, man, I really rushed to beat everybody to what I thought was the best pizza. And it just ended up screwing me.
Yeah.
So not going to do that anymore.
Yeah. It's like
Karma.
it would be like on like a Black Friday thing. You know, you go in, you run in there, you try to grab it, you go in there and try to find that the Optimus Prime that's a special edition that he only speaks Spanish. You run and you beat up some kid for it. You go to the front and then you go home, speaks English.
Yeah.
Karma.
Yep.
Or what's the
Did you say
what's
speaks
Spanish?
English?
What's Spanish for karma?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Caramel.
Caramel.
I don't know.
I really don't know. To any of our listeners, if you want to let us know what the Spanish word for karma is, that would be awesome.
I had a bone.
And also caramel.
Correct.
I'd appreciate it. Thank you, live feed. Thanks for the roses. Thank you for the roses. This is TikTok. Yo, we're live on TikTok. Thank you for the roses. Here, keep clicking those hearts. Keep clicking those hearts. Have you seen those TikToks? It is the most annoying thing of all time. You go to the live feed and they're just like, it's like, say you versus me, and they're side by side. We're on separate TikToks and we join together, and they're like, and you're like in a race to see who gets the most likes. So people are just giving, and it's like you're getting roses, which is like 10 likes, of equivalent to like however many, whatever. Roses is money.
Whoa.
So people are just giving away money for someone to see who's more popular.
Yeah. We live in a
Good job, 13-year-olds.
We live in a strange world, man.
They don't even do anything. They're just going, yeah, man, get these likes. Yeah, man, get these likes. I saw one guy, he was like freaking out. He's like, I'll do anything to get these likes. And he took his shirt off. It was like,
It's everybody's brain is different, and that's
Mush.
that's what they like.
Mush brain.
It's like that's what
You wanna
gives
see-
them, what is it, serotonin? That's like what they get their little high off of, is just getting
Get
the likes.
my satisfaction.
I mean, I
Satisfaction.
everybody gets a little happy whenever their Instagram post is blown up, but that's not a way that you want to live your life.
Well, that's the thing.
I don't- it's not-
They're getting
It's a way they want to live their
they're
life.
getting likes by asking for likes, and that's it. Like, they're not doing anything else. If there's a guy riding a unicycle across a tightrope, I might say, okay, I'm going to put money into TikTok and send him some because that guy deserves it.
Yeah.
Not the guy sitting on his chair doing this. He's like this. Yeah, thanks for the roses, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, man, thanks. They have all kinds of stuff now. They got ones where, this is hilarious, actually. Incredible idea. A guy is in his bed, right? He's just trying to sleep, and there's thousands of people watching him trying to sleep. But on the back wall, it has like instructions. So if you hit, and he has an algorithm, somehow, not an algorithm, sorry, that's not the word I wanted. Some sort of software to where whenever you hit a certain button on TikTok, it plays a really annoying sound for him so he can't sleep. So it'll be like air horn or screaming or some meme that's like extremely loud.
It just puts him through torture. He's
It'll
torturing himself.
be like you hit a heart button and it goes submissive and breedable. Yeah. And it does, and if as many times as you hit it, it does it over and over and over again. So it just keeps, and it's a cluster of shit. So it's just like, submissive and breedable.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, wow. Yeah, wow. There was one that was just a whistle. It was like, and you could just see the person doing it over and over and over again. Like, because you can see who's doing it on the live feed. It was like 80 times.
Jeez.
So just, and he's like, oh my God, please, anything but that noise. And then everybody goes,
Yeah. So he just puts himself through a night of torture just for likes on TikTok.
I mean, it was in the middle. That's the thing. It's like in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
It could be night for him, I guess. But there was and I saw a couple of them. It wasn't the only person doing that. It was like somebody found their thing. Dude, found the funniest dude. And I actually got a video. I told Kelly to take a video of me watching his live feed and laughing because I was just laughing so hard. I was like, I want this memory of me laughing at this person for myself. Right? It's like such a like the voicemail of my brother laughing. That's like, I just keep that. He asked me to send that back to him because he thought it was so funny,
Yeah.
and I did too. So it was like, yeah, I'll send that back. Now he sends it to me in text message. But this guy, he lives in a camper, and he puts a squirrel head on his middle finger and 4 little paws on each hand. And he has like a bunch of lights going on and like songs, and he has them dancing with his face like just back behind him. He's going, And they do choreographed dance with squirrel hands.
Was he being funny or was he being serious? Was it supposed to be comedy?
So he does it a lot. Like, that's the thing he's doing. And he's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think he's technically crazy. I think he knows it's funny, but also it's like, I don't know. I think it's both. I think he's a little weird. He's definitely weird.
Every day is a new day.
I mean, I'm
We're all a little
jealous.
weird.
I'm jealous I didn't get the idea first.
Yeah, I like weird.
And then I saw where he had made a video, like a duet of a girl doing the same thing with like rabbit puppets, like the same exact scenario where it's like little plastic bunny head and they're like dancing. And then he is like doing his thing right next to it. So it's like more than one person does this. And they're made for that exact reason, for your hands.
Yeah.
For squirrel choreography.
It's a thing.
It has to be a thing.
That's hilarious.
Squirrel choreography. I can show you I followed the guy with our page.
Okay. Yeah. Show me whenever.
His name's
after the
like
podcast.
Knife Belly or something.
Great nickname.
Yeah. Knife Belly.
What would you want your nickname to be if you could pick right now? Oh, by the way, I think I'm gonna start calling you Sidewinder because that is a cool one.
Dude, I would love to be called Sidewinder.
I thought about that the other day. I was like, you know what? I think he's asked for that one enough. I think we can get that off the ground.
Thank you.
Hanging out with old Sidewinder over here. He's a wily one. He'll wind your side and he'll side your wind. He's not afraid to do anything it takes to wind that side. And guess what? Sidewinder's here and he ain't going nowhere.
I had a bone.
Dude, I gave you the Doja Cat thing. You gave me the Sidewinder thing. I appreciate it.
Welcome, dude.
I didn't get anything out. Really, I got the coolest nickname out of it. I think I won.
Yeah, I do think that eventually Doja Cat will see that.
We
video.
have people still tagging us. Hey, guys, go on our TikTok. Not even saying, like, go call to action. Like, go to our TikTok and follow it. I don't give a shit about that really at all. It would be nice if you did. But go onto our TikTok and just tag Doja Cat in our Doja Cat video where I'm being Jake's wingman towards Doja Cat.
I mean, I wouldn't even say
My favorite
it's not
video
a
I
real,
ever made.
It's not a real wingman situation because I think me and her would just be like buds.
Well, yeah, it's like you can be a wingman for friendship.
Yeah, for a friendship. She is definitely
For friendship.
me and her would be great friends. I think we'd hang out. We'd probably do I've never done a TikTok dance with anybody. I think me and Doja Cat would probably do a TikTok dance or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, some bullshit.
She's into the media. Me, I'm into the street life. So yeah, I'd meet her in the middle.
Yeah, like you guys would bust out some a little dance area on the street.
I'd get
put
a
out
little
a hat.
goofy.
Yeah, put out a little briefcase for people. You know, you're definitely going to get tips because you got a guy that's an amazing dancer. Naturally, I'm saying Doja Cat's I think she's a naturally good dancer because she does all the choreo.
But she practices
Yeah,
too.
choreography. But yeah, she does choreographed dances all the time. So she's definitely got some. She's busting a move.
She's definitely cutting a rug. For sure. Yeah, I wanted to talk about that. You made some awesome videos this week for our TikTok. I think they're this week the videos you made are the best videos that we've had on our pages. I mean, our clips are great, but I don't know, just something about this past week there was a little bit of magic that happened on that last episode, and I don't know what it was, but it was grand.
What I started to do was try to find moments that I thought weren't really technically like the best moments of the episode, but that I could put not just like the TikTok trending sounds, but that would, like, if it's like a kind of like an intense moment. Like, what if I just, what if I did a thing like this, and you heard, this is the music that's behind it. Okay, hold on. Let's do a scene, okay?
Every day is a new day.
You talk about something kind of epic.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like kind of like maybe a storytelling. Just something that is kind of
You just want me to tell an epic story?
just like something that's intense.
Okay.
Do like an intense, just say it in an intense way. It could be anything, just anything in an intense way. Talk
Okay.
about you going to the gas station or,
Dude, I went to the gas station. It was insane. I went to the gas station and I pulled up to the pump and there was a crocodile down there and it grabbed me by the leg. And when it grabbed me by the leg, I accidentally fell back and I hit my butt bone on the cement and broke my tailbone. And then I didn't just break my tailbone. The cracks kept going up my spine and eventually my entire skeleton crumbled into dust. So I laid there. And I was just a bloody mess of dust, bones, and organs inside of a skin sack.
See?
It's pretty good.
Easy.
I hope
Being intense is so easy.
yeah, with the music in the background, definitely made it more intense. I hope that you can hear me tell the story.
Yeah, I made sure to cover it like this.
Nice. Okay. But yeah, that does help.
Yeah,
Putting a little bit of
I did
music
it over
behind the
here so
story.
you could hear you better.
Putting a little music behind the story, man, makes it dramatic.
Yeah.
Drama.
I'm sorry, no comprende.
Yeah, dude. I have, so basically I just look for a moment and then put something silly with it. And then the main thing that makes a great TikTok is not using the regular captions, is just putting your own in to pop up. And then like you can put like little things. Like I did the one, did not get any attention.
What?
The talking about DMX 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Kind of a dud, huh?
10 views. I think it's because I put in hashtag homophobic.
Maybe.
Because I didn't really look at the hashtag itself. It may have been like a thing where it's like, oh, these people are homophobic, don't watch it. It was more about how DMX wasn't homophobic and that he actually wanted to bang dudes in prison.
He wanted the prisoners to perform oral sex on him.
Genitals.
He liked it.
And I like that. And I like that.
I would consider him a real pusher of progression.
Pusher of progression.
I wanted to say that on May 16th, 1986, the movie Top Gun came out.
Top Gum?
Yeah, Top Gun. It's got Tom Cruise in it, Val Kilmer.
Top Gum.
Top Gun. And when it came out,
I'm going to say that for the rest of my life. Dude, have you ever watched Top Gum and everybody's going to go, did he say gum?
yeah,
Did he say gun?
Gum, G-U-N.
Yeah. Yeah. Gum.
Top Gum,
Yeah. Yeah.
G-O-P.
G-U. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, T-O-P-G-U-N. Top Gun.
T-O-H-P-G-U-N. Top Gun.
I think you and everybody in the rest of the world knows this, but it's starring Tom Cruise and Val Kilmer. This is what Tom Cruise looks like.
Dude, what kind of picture is that? Ah!
I wanted to get the picture that best captured Tom Cruise. So that's Tom Cruise. And this is Val Kilmer. He's a handsome guy in this picture, right?
Dude, he's that classic guy. He's the classic guy that drinks out of a pineapple.
Yep.
That has his 2 buttons down. He's definitely wearing a bracelet. He's got a dog tag on.
He didn't go to the military.
Or did he?
Val Kilmer, Tom Cruise. And this is Val Kilmer's dad. Okay?
Match made in heaven.
Yeah, they look like each other. This is Tom Cruise's stepdad. I'm assuming by the teeth and the eyes, this is Tom Cruise's mom too. But that's his stepdad.
That woman, let me see her.
I had a bone.
I'm coming.
Okay. What I wanted to ask you is, who would be a better art teacher, Val Kilmer's dad or Tom Cruise's dad?
Val Kilmer's dad.
How come? Why would you say that?
So what he'd do is you'd walk into class and sit down and he goes, you'd have to do like a chant every day before art class. And you'd be like, I am an artist. I am an artist. I create masterpieces. Masterpieces.
I like that.
Okay, let me think of the next.
I had a bone.
I had a boner.
I had a bone.
It gets stupefied.
Kids, do not say I had a bone in art class.
You will get detention.
I don't care what your teacher says.
Yeah.
Don't say it. He's baiting you. Just
Yeah.
like I did in kindergarten when I told Kevin to put up his middle finger, and then he did, and then I told Miss Fitchett that he put his middle finger up and he got detention.
Got you, bitch.
I broke your heart, huh?
Kevin was an asshole.
He
But,
was
so-
an idiot.
Yeah. So Val Kilmer's dad looks like he would start a chant, like a chant. Tom Cruise's stepdad looks like he would start an art cult. He would take the chant too far.
I think that Tom Cruise's stepdad would be like the substitute art teacher who is senile and old, and everybody like throws clay at the back of his head when he's not looking and he doesn't know, and he walks around with clay all over him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think
Every day is a new day.
I have a little different vision of him.
Yeah.
I think when
What are
he
you
gets
thinking?
angry, he gets angry for stupid
Turns
reasons.
green.
He goes,
starts getting all muscly and rips everybody's head off.
"Where did I get these purple pants? Ah!
Turns into the Incredible Hulk.
You guys colored my pants when I wasn't looking."
I'm getting artsy. You won't like me when I'm artsy.
I said, "Number 2 pencils."
Snap.
And he breaks a plastic pencil. What are those pencils called?
Mechanical.
Mechanical.
Bone.
Oh, yeah. But what he does, because you can't really like break those too easy, he goes, I thought I said number 2 pencils, Jeremy. He's like, I don't. These are all these are the only pencils I have. I don't have any extra number 2 pencils. I'm so sorry. He's like, that's okay, buddy. He grabs a pencil and he puts it on a spoon and he heats it up. And he melts down the pencil and then he shoots it up. He shoots it up into his veins. He says, maybe next time you'll be more careful and bring a number 2 pencil. And he goes and passes out at his desk.
Oh my God. I did not expect that. If you bring the wrong pencil to his class, he's going to melt it down and shoot it up into his veins and get passed out.
I broke your heart, huh?
And the kid just feels bad because he provided drugs to his teacher.
You did this! You did this! No, then he goes like this. Where are they?
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
Where are the number 2 pencils going?
Oh,
What's the difference between number 2 and mechanical?
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
No, yeah. Number 2 is not wearing hockey pads.
Hey, speaking of number 2 pencils, I gotta tell you a funny joke before we close up the pod.
Okay.
First off, I have to ask you a question. Do trees poop?
Oak trees do once a year, but it's like a whole shit ton.
Do normal trees puke? Poop, sorry.
Puke?
Do normal trees poop?
No.
How do you explain a number 2 pencil? Correct! Got you with that one. Is there any announcements that you want to say before we close up the pod?
Listen, guys. Hey, guys. I work really long. I work a long time.
Every day is a new day.
I work a long time on editing video. So can you please just subscribe to our YouTube channel? Because there are days where it drives me actually insane.
Correct!
Just flipping back and forth between camera angles and trying to get all this all set up. So just go subscribe to that. Even if you don't want to watch it.
I broke your heart, huh?
Tell your mother.
I'm coming.
Walk over to the neighbors, knock on their door, and say, subscribe to Today's Pray podcast on YouTube or fucking else.
Subscribe to Today's Pray.
Today's
Pray.
Pray.
Give us a like on our YouTube and a subscribe. Follow us on TikTok, Today's Pray Podcast. Follow our Instagram, Today's Pray. Aside from that, thank you, everybody. We enjoy talking and we enjoy you listening. Have a good one.
Please pray.